As you heard, Elmer said I'm your Lieutenant Governor, and as you also probably are well aware, our administration has spent a lot of time talking about job creation over the last 4 years. That focus is not going to change in our next term. As you know, there are still folks who are unemployed in our state who would like to have a job. And we also know that there are about 75,000 open jobs any given day on our totally free Department of Workforce Development website, jobcenterofwisconsin.com. Feel free to post there anytime. However, we do know that there are folks who are unemployed and still looking. And so we haven't found the perfect match yet. And oftentimes, we know that the best solutions for challenges like these will not come from the great minds of government. They will actually come from the folks who are so good at what they do, they actually make money at it, you, in the private sector. And so we're always looking for your ideas and your solutions on how we meet your workforce needs. Because when you're done with this, we're hopeful that you're going to need a heck of a lot more than just you guys in this room in order to make the companies grow and get more customers. And that's our goal, right? We want to nurture your business, nourish your business, so that at some point you're going to have to hire a whole bunch of folks. And when that need arises, we need to know from you how we can best supply you with your labor force. To us, that means a whole bunch of things. As you know, the governor introduced his budget about 3 Tuesdays ago. And as you also are well aware, we're facing some budget constraints. At the same time, we want to make sure that we're crafting workforce solutions for tomorrow. That means to us, starting all the way in K-12, to get young people thinking about the careers that actually exist in Wisconsin, careers with your companies. That said, our technical colleges will continue to see big investments in this budget. And you also know that our University of Wisconsin system, Banty's Open School, will be taking a cut of about 2.5% of their budget in exchange for a goodly amount of autonomy and authority status that we think will allow them to be really creative, and we're really excited about it. Over the last couple of weeks, I've spent some time touring our state campuses with the Vice President of the UW Board of Regents, Regina Milner. And during those tours of about 6 campuses now, we have seen some huge successes, and we've also seen some opportunities for improvement. But anytime you face a challenge, we in our administration see an opportunity. You obviously do too, because anytime you are entrepreneurial, there are risks, of course, that you must manage in order to grow. And that's one of the reasons I'm here this morning, to hear from you how we can help you more. I'm also really interested in the Scalerator model, because as we pursue economic development and workforce development strategies to make us more competitive than our neighbors in the upper Midwest, than our neighbors across the pond, to be more globally competitive, we need to find best strategies. And it seems to me this may be one of the finest strategies in America. Because when you see the extraordinary success coming out of the Scalerator, and when the doctor tells me that jobs can be created for a $2,000 to $3,000 investment, and mostly private sector help, as opposed to, say, the Ohio model, which spends about $50,000 to $60,000 per job, and it's mostly public funding. And of that public funding, most of it's bonding. I get excited about what we're doing here in Wisconsin. So we need to know what's working and what's not, and oftentimes how we in government can just get out of your way, because we know that we have a tendency sometimes to step in it, and we'll talk later about the DNR. But if you have any concerns, I want you to regard my office as having an open door. We believe in entrepreneurship. We know that our entrepreneurship rate is really extraordinary. After 10 years, about 41% of Wisconsin businesses are still in business. To me, that means a couple of things. It means that we have really successful business ideas, but it also means that we have a really good entrepreneurial climate here. A couple of weeks ago, ChicagoBiz.com Cravings did an article that I was really proud of. I ran around the state showing everybody my cell phone with a link to it, talking about the fact that there were a lot of entrepreneurs from Chicago who are coming up to the Metro Milwaukee area now to experience not only a really great entrepreneurship climate, but also cheaper cost of living, the ability to be a big fish in a small pond as opposed to the other way around down in Chicago. And a lot of the proximity advantages that some of the big guys who moved up from Chicago to Kenosha are experiencing. We've got good stuff going on here in Milwaukee and here in Wisconsin, but we'd like more good stuff to go on. And I would love to see this room multiply 10 times. And so we need your advice. You guys are the experts in what you do best. You guys are the experts in entrepreneurial activity. I'm not considering myself someone who knows nothing about it. I started my own business after I left my previous career, and after that, chose this job. No, you chose me for this job, or some of you may have. But either way, I appreciate having this job, because having this job gives me the opportunity to hopefully see others like you succeed. With that, I'd be happy to take any questions, or if you all have any thoughts or advice for our administration as we move forward, happy to take that too.